first walked in the room.
Hey world, it's Tori, and today I just wanted to make a video and show you guys how you can cut your own fringes at home. And what I'm gonna go for is just a slightly more like a voluminous, is that voluminous version of what I have right now, and I thought I might as well film it so that I could show you guys how to do it as well. It's super easy and you only need a few things. First of all, you'll need really dry hair. You don't want any moisture in your hair because if it's wet at all and you cut it with scissors, it won't be as natural. Second of all, you want to make sure that your hair is completely straight. So today I'm going to be using KQC X Heat. You guys might want to check it out. Everything that I use today I'll leave in the link down below. I'm going to be using the heat protection that came with my flat iron. It does tend to get your hair a bit oily, just as most heat protectants do, so you want to make sure you don't use a lot. Other than that, you will need a couple of clips or some hair ties to keep your hair back, and a cutting shear. Any shear will do. I actually got mine at Walmart and it was super cheap. It was like $14. And you can also use thinning shears if you would like. And lastly, you want a comb in order to smooth out your hair. I'm not really good at combing my hair every day, so all I could find was this brush that still has hair in it. So the first thing you want to do is just section off your hair, and for me it is going to be about 2 inches off the front of my hair. You can either use your fingers, which I'm going to do, or you could use a rat tail comb, which probably works a lot better and you'll have a better line. It doesn't matter that much.
And I'm wondering all the time if you love me, come on over, get to know me.
You want to repeat the same thing on the other side. So you're going to have something like a circle. I'm sorry, I look like the Grudge right now. Something like a half circle around the top of your head, and you want that in a line, and you'll clip all the rest of your hair back because we're not going to touch that right now. Next, you'll just want to plug in your flat iron, which I'm going to do right now. It heats up really fast, but you'll probably want to plug it in beforehand. Now, while I'm waiting for my flat iron to heat up, I'm just going to put a little bit of heat protectant in my hair. And I'm going to do that by spraying it on my brush and then brushing it into my hair. So now that my flat iron is ready, I'm just going to go ahead and straighten my fringes. When you do this, it's pretty simple. You just want to take it section by section and run your flat iron through it. And you want to change it to a shirt that you don't really mind getting little pieces of hair. Very carefully just cut about an inch under where your ideal length would be, so then you can really style it and do whatever you want with it. I'm also going to section off about 1 inch at the side in order to frame my face with. And you can take the rest and cut it about 2 inches below your jawline. Because they are on my left hand side and I'm right-handed, I could just take this and shape it however I want to. If your fringes are swept to the opposite direction of your dominant hand, you can brush your hair out, pinch it in one hand, turn it, and then cut it this way so that it will be in the right direction. You can take your fringe and you start to make a nice rounded pattern, if you can see. And when you cut, you want to just keep it in the very side of your scissors, so where it intersects, and you're going to make a very little cutting motion, moving across your hair and moving down at the same time. You want to repeat this until it is about half an inch of where you want it to be.
넌 그 사람 얘기할 땐 행복해 보여. You look happy. 이렇게라도 웃으니 좋아 보여. I'm happy. 그 정말 사랑한다고 마치 영원할 거라고 믿는 네 모습이. I don't know what to say no more. 너의 친구들 모두 그를 잘 알아. Yep, they know. 뻔히 다 보이는 건 너만 왜 못 봐. They say love is blind. Oh baby, you're so blind. 제발 헤어지기를 바랄게. Oh, 날 몰라주는 네가 미워. 이 기다림이 싫어.
So I've actually decided to keep it just a little bit longer. So the shortest part is about my bottom lip, and the longest is just a couple inches below my jawline. We're going to get rid of this harsh line that we made, if you can see. There are a couple ways that you can do this. I take my normal cutting shears and I just cut upwards, making sure that you use really small motions so then you don't accidentally just chop off a whole chunk. When you do this process, you can also split your hair up into little sections. You just want to cut little pieces off randomly. It's still going to get a little bit shorter through this, but that's why we left an extra ½ an inch.
네가 흘린 눈물만큼 내가 더 잘해줄게 baby 너 혼자 감당할 아픔 내게 좀 나눠줄래 baby 나 좀 봐달라고 그대 사랑이 왜 나란 걸 몰라 왜 너만 몰라
And after this, what I like to do is you could just run your scissors through, cutting individual hairs just to make it a bit more uneven.
언제까지 바보같이 웃고만 있을 거야 보다 내가 못한 게 뭐야 도대체 왜 나는 가질 수 없는 거야 너를 사랑하는 게 아니야 언제까지 바보같이
And after you finish one side, you could just finish up with the other side, cutting it just to match your main fringe. Again, I'm going to leave a little bit just to frame my face.
Say good morning and good evening, the day is done and you've come to...
And now I'm just going to finish off by trimming this part of my hair, which I'm going to use to frame my face. And you can see one side is a lot longer than this side, which I haven't cut yet. So I'm just going to even this out by cutting off a small section. And I'm going to feather this out too. Whenever you cut your hair, whether it's your fringes or the rest of your hair, you never want to leave it just freshly cut, because as you can see, this part of my hair has just been chopped off.
Too easy to be helped and found. You slept and you said it isn't you.
After you finish cutting all of your hair, you can just let the rest of your hair down and see how you like the finished product. So this is actually what my hair looks like the next day after I washed it and let it dry, so it's not so straight and stiff anymore. I hadn't cut my own hair for a really long time and I'm pleased with the results. It's a lot lighter and it doesn't really weigh my hair down anymore, which I hate because it makes my face appear rounder. Also, if you don't want it as long as my hair is right now and you want more of just a side swept fringe, all you have to do is just adjust the lengths. So instead of going from the top of your lip to underneath your jawline, you would cut the shortest part of your fringe to around the middle of your nose, and the longest would be around just the side of your jawline. So if you like this video, make sure to comment, subscribe, and give me a big thumbs up. Also, you can follow me on Blog Livin' on my new blog Totoro and Toria. I will leave all of the links down below if you want to check any of that out. So this video may be a little bit long since I'm going through all of the steps, but if you want something a little bit easier to navigate, you can always go down to my blog, which I will link down below. There I'll break it down to you section by section so you can follow along. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.